Stop! Just for a second, look at this rabbit. He's found the secret, the ultimate life hack, the one-size-fits-all blueprint to success that's been plastered all over his social media feed. He's been scrolling for hours, his thumb a blur, his mind a sponge soaking up every single piece of advice from every self-proclaimed guru on the internet. He's convinced that if he just does what they do, he'll get what they have. He's seen the videos, the 7-step guides, the 10 things all billionaires do before breakfast. It all seems so simple, so clear, a direct path to winning. So, he's decided. He's not going to be an ordinary rabbit anymore. He's going to become a copy, a perfect, flawless replica of success. He's about to embark on a grand experiment, a total life transformation, following the rules laid down by strangers on the internet. He believes this is the only way. He's ready to erase everything he is, to build a new self from a collection of borrowed parts. This rabbit is copying everyone successful, and he thinks it's the smartest thing he's ever done. He's about to learn a very, very hard lesson. Step 1. Act rich. The first rule of the Internet Success Club is to project an image of wealth and power, even if you have none. You must embody the CEO mindset. So, the rabbit gets a suit. It's too big in the shoulders and too long in the sleeves, but it's a suit. He gets a watch. It's plastic and gaudy, but it gleams under the light. He stands a little taller, puffs out his chest, and tries to adopt an expression of intense, world-changing focus. He's not just a rabbit anymore. He's a visionary, a titan of industry, a rabbit in a silly costume. He practices power poses in front of his bedroom mirror, reciting affirmations he doesn't understand. I am a money magnet. My network is my net worth. He feels a little ridiculous, but the videos told him this was essential. Fake it till you make it, they said. He's faking it so hard he can barely breathe, convinced that this expensive-looking shell will somehow magically fill his empty pockets and grant him the confidence he so desperately craves. He's playing a part, and he's determined to get a standing ovation. Step 2. Gym at 5 a.m. Every single successful person, according to his research, wakes up before the sun. They don't hit snooze. They leap out of bed, chug a kale smoothie, and hit the gym to crush their goals. So, the rabbit sets his alarm. The sound is a violent assault on his peaceful dreams, but he drags himself out of his warm burrow. He stumbles into a gym that's blindingly bright and smells of sweat and ambition. He sees other animals, a rhino bench pressing a car, a gazelle running gracefully on a treadmill. They look energized, powerful. The rabbit, on the other hand, feels like a wet noodle. He picks up a weight that looks manageable on video, but feels like a block of concrete in his paws. He tries to run, but the machine seems to have a personal vendetta against him. This isn't the glorious, empowering experience he was promised. This is just pain and exhaustion. But he grits his teeth and tells himself, this is the price of greatness. No pain, no gain. He's gaining a lot of pain, but the gains are nowhere in sight. He's just tired. So tired. Step 3. Post 100 reels. Success isn't just about doing the work. It's about making sure everyone sees you doing the work. You have to document the journey. You have to build a personal brand. You have to become a content machine. So the rabbit is now a part-time influencer. His life is no longer a series of experiences, but a series of photo opportunities. Every meal, every workout, every moment of forced contemplation must be captured, filtered, and shared for public consumption. He's not just living, he's performing. He spends hours trying to find the perfect angle, the perfect lighting, the perfect caption. Rise and grind. On my purpose. Another day, Another $1. The words feel hollow, but they get likes, and the likes, he's been told, are a form of validation, a currency of success. He's so busy creating the appearance of a perfect life that he has no time to actually live any life at all. He's a ghost in his own story, a director and an actor in a movie with an audience of strangers, and he's starting to forget what's real and what's just for the gram. Step 4. Own nothing. Just as the rabbit was getting used to his act-rich persona, he stumbled upon a new contradictory philosophy: minimalism. The internet told him that true freedom, true clarity, comes from owning less. Attachment is the enemy of progress. Possessions are a burden. To be truly successful, you must be unencumbered. So, in a dramatic reversal, he gets rid of everything. The oversized suit, the trendy streetwear, the books he never read, the posters he once loved. Whoosh! Gone. His cozy, cluttered burrow is now a sterile white box. It's supposed to feel liberating, peaceful, zen, but it just feels empty. He has decluttered his space, but in the process, he's erased his history, his personality. He's surrounded by blank walls, and he's starting to feel a little blank himself. He followed one set of rules that told him to acquire, and another that told him to discard. He's done both, with total commitment, and now he has nothing. Not just no things, but no sense of what he actually wants. Wait, who am I? He looks in the mirror, hoping to see the face of success. But he doesn't recognize the rabbit staring back at him. Is he the high-powered CEO, the disciplined athlete, the popular influencer, the enlightened minimalist? He's tried to be all of them, and now he is none of them. He's a patchwork of personalities, a collage of conflicting advice. Each identity was a costume, and he's changed so many times he's forgotten what he was wearing underneath. The reflection flickers, a glitch in the system. The confident smile of the influencer melts into the strained grimace of the gym-goer, which then morphs into the empty stare of the minimalist. He feels a rising panic. He followed all the steps. He checked all the boxes. Why doesn't he feel successful? Why does he just feel lost? The foundation he built his new self upon is cracking, and he's starting to realize it was made of nothing but smoke and mirrors. More habits. More rules. His solution to the confusion is to double down. If the formula isn't working, it must be because he's not trying hard enough. He needs more rules, not fewer. He needs more habits, more systems, more life hacks. He starts time blocking every second of his day. He tries journaling, meditating, networking, ice baths, intermittent fasting, all at the same time. His life becomes a complex algorithm of productivity, a relentless pursuit of optimization. He's so busy managing his habits that he has no time for joy, no room for spontaneity. He's building a prison of his own design and calling it self-improvement. He believes that if he can just add one more rule, one more routine, everything will finally click into place. The tower of expectations gets higher and higher, more and more unstable. He's balancing the weight of a dozen different ideal lives on his shoulders, and the strain is becoming unbearable. He's not building a better life. He's just building a bigger mess. He forgot himself. In the quiet moments between the frantic bursts of activity, a terrifying emptiness creeps in. He's done everything he was told to do. He has molded himself into what he thought success looked like. But in the process of adding all these new layers, he has buried the person underneath. He can't remember what he used to like, what he used to do for fun. Did he enjoy drawing? Did he like the quiet of the forest? What was his favorite food? The memories are fuzzy, distant, like they belong to someone else. He has become a stranger to himself. He looks in the mirror and sees a collection of habits, a schedule, a list of goals. But he can't find the rabbit. He's just a vessel, an empty container filled with other people's ideas. The realization is crushing. He didn't build a new self. He just erased the old one. He looks around, not at his phone this time, but at the world. He sees a fox, not in a suit, but in a paint-splattered apron, creating beautiful, vibrant art. She isn't following a formula, she's mixing her own colors. He sees a bear, not hustling for likes, but patiently baking bread, his face glowing with pride as he shares it with his friends. His success is warm and smells delicious. He sees a cat, not trying to be a minimalist, but surrounded by complex computer setups, joyfully building intricate digital worlds. Her success is in the complexity she masters. None of them are copying each other. They aren't following a universal blueprint. They found something they loved, something that was uniquely theirs, and they nurtured it. They built their success from the inside out, not the outside in. They didn't copy. They created. They didn't become someone else. They became more of themselves. Maybe I don't need to copy. A quiet thought, small and fragile, begins to form in his mind. What if the goal isn't to become them? What if the goal is just to become me? The thought is terrifying because he barely knows who me is anymore. But it's also liberating. It's a release. He gently takes off the watch, the symbol of fake wealth. He removes the sunglasses which were hiding his eyes from the world. He loosens the tie which was choking him. Each item removed feels like a weight being lifted from his soul. He's shedding the layers of borrowed identity, peeling back the costumes to see what, if anything, is left underneath. It's a quiet act of rebellion. A rebellion not against success, but against the idea that there's only one way to achieve it. Build your own. He starts small. Instead of a grand, sweeping transformation, he takes one tiny step. He picks up a crayon. He doesn't know what to draw, so he just makes a mark. A bright, wobbly, imperfect line. And it feels good. It feels real. He starts to explore, not the internet, but his own heart. What colors does he like? What music makes him want to dance? What stories make him feel alive? He's not looking for a shortcut or a hack. He's just listening. He's building his own set of rules, based not on what's popular, but on what brings him joy. His rules are simple. Do one thing I love each day. It's okay to be slow. My style is whatever feels comfortable. He's not trying to be a CEO or an influencer. He's just trying to be a rabbit who likes drawing and gardening and quiet afternoons. He's building a life, not an image. That's real success. And here is the secret he finally understood. The goal was never to ignore the successful people. It was to learn from them, not to clone them. You can be inspired by the artist's creativity without having to be a painter. You can admire the baker's dedication without having to wake up at dawn. You can learn from the CEO's strategy without having to wear a suit. Real success, real growth, is about taking the pieces of inspiration that resonate with you and weaving them into your own unique tapestry. It's about finding your own path, walking at your own pace, and defining success on your own terms. It's not about losing yourself to become someone else. It's about finding yourself and then becoming the best possible version of you. Have you ever felt this? That pressure to copy, to follow a script that doesn't feel like your own? That feeling of being lost in a sea of other people's expectations? You are not alone. If this story resonated with you, comment "me" down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories about finding your own way. Let's build our own kind of success, together.